Hi guys, my name's Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Dauntless. Now, we're still, even though the event is probably finished by the time this video goes out, we're still in the Frostfall event at the moment. We're picking up exactly where we left off last time, and so what I'm thinking is we're going to go back and we're going to patrol. And I want to see what we can do solo, yeah? I want to see what we can do by ourselves, because there are going to be a lot of people who only want to play with their friends, only want to play by themselves. Like I know people that have played Monster Hunter previously when it's been when they've just gone, no, I just want to play by myself, even though there's a huge online component to that game. So I'm hoping that that's taken into account in this one as well, so that, because I was getting through the, it was taking me a little while here and there, but I was getting through the stuff before fairly happily by myself. So whether they've gone, right, private is now for whoever's stupid enough to go in without a full team, then fine. But the other thing that stands up to me is I would hope that there would be some kind of scaling in here. So where before we got crushed by giant beaver bum, what I'm hoping for is that we can see some element of kind of scaling and where we can get through stuff by ourselves, even if it's just the patrols. Even if it's just the patrols where you're just running in, looking for a creature, killing it as a means to encounter more, so that then you can go on the pursuits with friends or whatever else, and the big hunts with friends. Then that's something that stands out to me, because otherwise, ending up in a position where you always either have to rely on a full team or rely on having friends online for a game like this that's very RPG-ish. Let's take a look at this. Oh, long range stabby. What's the heavy attack? Oh, that's quite nice. Now, let's do... Okay, so that's put the weapon away. That's pull it out. Yeah. Ah, okay, so that's banner. Jump, of course. Ah. Okay, so it was Q. Why I couldn't remember it was Q, don't know. Makes sense. But it's Q that we have to use for our special, which in this case has some kind of ranged element to it. I don't know what it is, but it does. So why he didn't hit him the first time, I don't really know. But see, now again, like, I feel like there's, like, the camera angle needs a little bit of work, personally. Or at least allow me to adjust it to where I want it to be, because it seems to me when I was poking it with a spear that, like, that time that seemed way too close to be using a spear. Yeah, that was well within the kind of reach. I felt like the other goats and things were within the reach, and yet I feel like that might just be because of the angle that I'm seeing this stuff at. So I feel like the thing holding this back. Oh, what's that? Oh, you ugly, but you breathe fire. Is that a Charrog? I've just got why it's called a Charrog, because it chars things. I didn't realise it was a fiery thing at the time, but he's big and fun looking. So we need to use our heavy attack to build up our special meter. And then the special meter allows us to... Alright. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Because before it seemed like it was just... I would build up... You know, just by striking. Hey, Ugly! Can I be your friend? Please don't instantly breathe fire on me, you big scary bugger. Are you shooting it out your sides, or are you spitting that at me? Ow. Okay. You missed. But okay, so this guy is very... Okay, let's try out... Ooh. I mean, that was a big hit from me onto him. That was a 1,000 damage. Give me heals. Give me heals. Thank you. Is that... Like, his leg's glowing. Why is his leg glowing? Can I... Ow. Oh, he just fired up. Stop pooping fire, dude. It's not good for you. I don't quite understand this enraged mechanic. I still don't know if that means that during this time I can't hurt him, or during this time he just does more damage, or during this time he's just scary. Oh. Oh, I thought I cleared that. But, okay. Like, you're a... Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying so much. I mean, he's a ranged kind of enemy with some area denial. Like, so this is where the range of the spear would be really kind of useful. But I can't do a damn thing. I don't know why his legs are glowing. Is it just that the... Like, surely you're going to run out of that soon, friend. Oh. Okay, so you've got to, with the spear, we've got to hammer on him with the what were the heavy attacks and are now the harvesting strikes. And then after we've done that, we have to hit Q to convert that into like usable ammunition for the weapon, for the ranged attack. So that's what we need to do. I don't know why he's kind of smoking blue. Is that because I've done so much damage to him there that now I can... Right. Are you done? Convert that. Right. Launch. Thank you. Damn it. I'm trying to shoot you with a spike. Oh no, don't go in the lava. Okay, that wasn't as big as the last one, but it was pretty big. Can I take off his legs by... See, no, I am gaining the... Oh. I am still gaining... Okay. So, harvesting strikes gain more, but normal strikes do still gain... Right. Whilst just stood still then. Okay, so we're doing less damage, but I don't know if that's just because of where we're hitting or because of what. I mean, could you stop, please? Which way? That way. Okay. Like, of all of like the Nasher running off, the Shrike flying away, like those I can get. This guy just melted his way into the ground in a pool of lava. Seems a little more extreme. Hi. This water is very deep. I want to take off your tail because it's a frustrating thing to fight against. So again, there we had a full bar, but I didn't hit Q in time to kind of get rid of it or load it into my my spear as a projectile. You missed. Okay, that time you didn't miss, but you're reasonably far away from this now, so if I sprint back over here and use it... Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Like, I think that's cool. I love the creature design in this game. I don't want to die to you. For a second, I thought he was going to take off. I legitimately thought he was just going to fly away. Which would have been concerning and weird, but also kind of funny. Like, this creature's respiratory system is has to be just crazy, right? Can we... run in and attack his tail, but this will probably do no damage because... Oh, I think we might have hit a lump in the ground as opposed to hitting it. You missed, so... Okay, so I think it's more, the more we charge up. Why didn't that hit it? I don't understand. Ow. I don't understand why, because I can't aim. Yeah, it's not enough, it's not a shooter or anything, so... I think the heavy strikes with this weapon are probably some of the more worthwhile, just because you can hammer your way into them quite. Okay, so if we, whilst he's over there, just sit down one of those. Because we're doing, I think we're doing reasonable damage, but right. Okay, that was poor choice on my account, I think. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Because if you hit R at the moment, then I want it to move the camera more than I want it to move the, like me. I don't want to about face. Okay, so let's see. Can we... There we go. Why exactly we couldn't do that prior, I don't know. But... when his tail comes back round, we want to try and... Because we don't want to get hit by the flames, but we do want to, like, hurt him. Okay, so I think it's just that the spear is currently aiming into the ground. Oh. Okay, so the rogue ones, a little tough, but not undoable. 47.8% danger? I don't know what that means. Does that mean like that's how dangerous this thing was? No? I don't know. I feel like if there was just a little card in the tutorial part that we did last episode that just came up and said, this is what these things look like. Okay, so now we're Slayer rank 2. So now we can find out what that means. Oh, and we gain a frontier core every however many things that was. Whatever. Okay, I assume that that's a good thing. Because a core is one of those loot box things. So, yeah. You know, not that I enjoy loot boxes at all. Even in, you know, RNG just becomes frustrating in games. And the way that one of the best ways that I saw to limit RNG, to my mind anyway, was in Guild Wars 1, where you had specific bosses that dropped specific top tier weapons, and so there'd be RNG as to whether or not they dropped them at all, but it just meant that you had to go and hammer that boss for a bit, you know, and you'd get hold of what you were looking for eventually if you were that set on it and if there wasn't another way around it. So, you know, and I like that idea because it adds lore to some of the equipment and weapons and things that you're using as well. And, you know, I love my stories to one extent or another. So, you know, that's what I would like to see more of in games. Or even, like, with the way that Blade and Soul did it, where you got your starting weapon and then you would upgrade it and upgrade it and upgrade it. And it was more the tough part was hunting down the pieces that you needed to add to the weapon to upgrade it. The one problem I had with that was that sometimes it wasn't just RNG for those other items, you know, to slowly level up and build your legendary weapon that's kind of been with you from the start. It was also that some of those things were locked away in dungeons and stuff that you would have to rely on other people for, and there might be more than one of you that was looking for that item, and only one would drop, and so then it would be a case of who's rolling best for it, which would be more RNG, you know, and so, you know, there are elements and problems and things like that with these things. But oh, was the game frozen? The game might have frozen. Ah, okay. Everything just broke. All right, then let's just jump back in and see if, because I don't think my net's gone down. No, my net's still fine. So I think the game just had a hiccup and disconnected itself to save itself. So let's see if it wants to work, if it wants to load us in, and if we got credit for that last thing. Because we should have, because we finished it. We got the completion screen. So there's that. We can hope. Come on, game. As said, early access, closed beta. You know, whether or not this is going to work well or not all the time is entirely up for debate. So if we load in and it hasn't given us credit, then that'll suck. But in theory, it has. We should have something to a fragment from the Charrog to go and take to the doctor, I think she was. Here we go. Right. Yeah, we've got a new core, so we got credit for it, and that's what matters. Yeah. Okay, let's open this one up with the early access symbol on it. Right. What do we get? So we got cells. So cells seem to be part of the new upgrade stuff that didn't seem to be there before for weapons. Because if we go to our loadout quickly, it says on the weapons, like if we click on it, you know, it says there, cells empty. So in theory, we can slap, I'm going to go back to the chain blades though, because they're my favourite, even compared to the Warpike. The Warpike's not bad, but I think the chain blades are still my favourite. But yeah, okay, so we've got, aren't you a bit cold, friend? No? Alright then. But yeah, I why does the camera zoom in when I start to sprint here? I'm already nuzzling the back of my character's shoulder blades.
Hello there.
You were the doctor, weren't you? Yeah? No? Apparently you still don't care. Apparently we didn't pick up the thing that she wanted. What did she want? Oh no, we did, but we just can't go back to her until we've done all of them. Okay. A wayfinder mark. Do we have a wayfinder mark? No cores. We've got cells of various sorts, supplies. Okay. Gear, we've got a broken lantern. Okay. Okay, I don't know about those. And then, okay, no. So did we get a wayfarer? I don't know what we're supposed to be looking for, guys. Let's go back and see if, like, because we finished that patrol. Cat Sorrel's got nothing left to say to us. Oh, so now the wayfinder will assist you. Okay, so we need to. Where am I seeing these wayfinder marks? That's my issue at the moment, because it's like, oh, Wayfinder. It's like, sure. Where am I seeing these things? Is it like, where am I seeing my totals, as it were? Let's actually stick these in here, because do we want the Ramsgate flare, or do we want the... Then we'll take the Dauntless flare for the moment. Airdrop, we'll put that in there. Why not? Open store. What does the store suggest that we have? No? Okay, no. We'll leave that then, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. We can unlock stuff to actually modify our banner. That's kind of cool. I like that. Might look into doing that later on. But okay, so we've apparently got Wayfarer marks, or at least one, because that's what the Wayfarer, you know, we can now go and sort out our own pursuits, as it were. But we don't seem to have gathered two, because it's not telling us we've gathered two, because otherwise I would have thought it would have a cross through it and it would tell us the next... Oh, wait. Notes. Platinum. Okay. I don't know, guys. I would love to know where we're supposed to see these marks as to whether or not we've actually got them. We seem to have something that's kicked in, because we can create a pursuit against a specific behemoth. But whether or not that's just a case of going, oh, well, that's so that you just have to chase one of these instead of having a random chance of all of them. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Let's see, shall we? Yeah, okay, so this is just go off and do this to pursue one specifically. But also, so these, I guess that's... So they're weak against fire, but is that electricity? And I guess that's cold. And then the others are all non-elemental. Which is interesting, but doesn't help me. But anyway, we've been going for another half hour or so. We're working stuff out. We're finding stuff. It's not... Like, again, closed beta. Completely understand. Been part of more than enough closed betas in my time to know how this works. But I feel like there are some things that you know, their most recent update before Christmas and before this kind of Christmas thing started going on was have a new weapon, have some new other little bits and pieces and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's cool, but could you not polish up some of the rest of the game, like the combat system, as a higher priority first? Because once you've got the combat system working effectively, in terms of movement, in terms of hitboxes, in terms of kind of the way that people can tackle things, even if you're going to leave the key bindings as a bit crap, you know, if you've got those things sorted, then adding weapons later on isn't going to be a hardship, because your main system already works. Yeah, then you've got as much time and as much energy as you need just to make those weapons and then slot them in. You know, I feel like that's what Warframe did, where they for the longest time, way back, when mods weren't cards and there were only like 2 tile sets for levels for missions. You know, they dealt with a lot of their combat stuff, and they refined it and tuned it so that even when it wasn't everything they wanted it to be, it still played well. And then they started adding weapons and doing like melee 2.0 and kind of parkour 2.0 and all that kind of stuff to make it kind of more of what they wanted after they had got it working. So I don't know. I'll have to have more of a look into maybe the development history. And as I said, I went and took a look at the Trello that these guys have to see what their kind of roadmap was, and kind of improvements to combat and things were on there. So I can hope maybe they were just wanting to get some more stuff out to get more people invested for Christmas, when people have more time, gain some more profile, so that then they can push forward with it further. I don't know, but all I can say is I hope that some of these things get addressed in the new year, kind of sooner rather than later. Because, you know, now where we've got 5 weapons and whatever else, that's all very well and good, and we've got a whole load of different behemoths to fight. That's fine. They're adding more structure. There's more to the world. Okay, so now can we fight without delays and without some other stuff? Considering that us going up in Slayer rank as well seems to be kind of arbitrary as well, because like, what does this, like, it doesn't do anything. There's nothing like to it. It seems to purely be a prestige thing, or a kind of, you know, you've been playing for this amount of time, keep doing this and you'll maybe get more rewards and stuff like that, kind of thing, instead of anything that's practical, anything that's usable. So yeah, as it turns out, they're not likely, seemingly, to be doing it so that it plays like crap until you level up. That's my main quibble at the moment. It doesn't feel good. Yeah? Like, as I've said before about other games, like the prime example that I said numerous times in various videos was when I was playing Buck in Paladins, and I've had people ask me why I just had the reload speed thing for him in his cards as well as in his items, and it was just because having that shaved off like 10% or 15%, 20%, whatever it was, of his reload speed at the beginning of a match meant he felt good to play throughout the whole match, instead of only after I had got the first couple of items. So, you know, here I want it to feel good from when I get into the game, because that way I can relax and enjoy the game and enjoy getting better without becoming frustrated by it along the way. But anyway, guys, as said, I'm probably going to play some more of this, but I'm actually not here at the moment. I'm away for Christmas, and that's why you've had kind of a different, kind of more gameplay focused set of videos the last week and a bit. So, you know, I'm interested to see how this goes. I'm hopeful for it, but there's just this one system that I feel needs polishing off. Even the people who have said to me in the comments on my Conan Exiles videos when I've been talking about combat, and they've been going, oh, well, it seems very simplistic, and I'm like, yeah, but it feels good. Yeah, me being able to just roll away now, me being able to strike and aim and stuff like that just through my mouse and not having to worry about other things, that feels good. So now if they add onto that system with combos, with status effects, with more ins and outs to the combat for those that are interested in them, which I would be as well, but the basic feeling of kind of move in, dodge, block kind of thing, that already works well. You know, there are some hiccups, especially with flinching and stuff around blocks and so on, but now that that's working better, and pretty much the way that it's intended, I'm hopeful for that. So I'm hopeful that that's the thing that next gets addressed in the new year with this system, because after the new year, yeah, they might have some other things planned, but I'm hoping that Phoenix Labs takes a look at it and goes, well, now we need to do some of the boring stuff. Because it's the boring stuff that makes a game good. The better systems, the continuity in writing and stuff like that. It's the double checking and the triple checking of those things, the going back and fixing things, instead of just letting bugs that are there at launch wait for 5 years before they get addressed, or even never addressing them. You know, those kind of things are what kill a game over time. And so, you know, I'm hoping that considering this game has a lot of potential, and there are a lot of people who probably want to play Monster Hunter World but don't want to spend money on it, that these guys could kind of cater to, and then gain some money off them after they've got invested in it, you know, to continue this as a project. That's what I'm hopeful for compared to not, but hey ho. So anyway, guys, that's my thinking. So here's hoping for that, and otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.